Hello everybody. Angie here. I'm coming on to do my weekly make for my hashtag 1 to 6 picks challenge glue book edition. I am making my posts every Friday. I roll a single die. Whatever number that die lands on, I select that number of random prompts and we just do a glue page with it. Very simple, just kind of something to keep the creative juices flowing and have a little fun. So I'm hoping you're enjoying this series. It is open to anybody that would like to join. If you're seeing this video for the first time, please feel free to join in. Let me know so I can support your makes as well. All right, guys, we are on week 15, and the prompts that were chosen are star, favorite color, and medallion. Now, how you interpret these prompts are completely up to you. It's just something to kind of get you started and just have some fun with it, okay? So I am working out of my glue book page here, and it's just about a 5x7 book that I just threw together for this particular make. And here we are. Let's get going. Let's see. Okay. 4. All right, I think I am going to work, I normally have been working in my book this direction, landscape, but we're going to do portrait style today because of the reason I am going to be working on a piece of book page, and it almost fits within the parameter here. So I'm just going to kind of do a quick mark where I need to tear it down for it to fit. And okay, and I thought I had, I must have put it away. I'm just going to use the edge of my desk and I'm just going to tear this down. And just do a quick rough tear. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's well, in good spirits. I'm doing all right. Okay, hold on to those. Let's see. And hopefully that will fit. Okay, and we'll glue it in at the very end, okay? So I just wanted to get the size, and we're going to get started. All right, I'm going to start with this beautiful, beautiful stencil here. I don't know where to open it. I just have to cut it. Finally getting around to use some things. I have been doing a lot of spring cleaning, and you know what that means. You find things that you bought or you haven't used in a while, and kind of speaks to you. And I put this aside the other day, and I was like, you know what? Today's the day. All right. I'm just going to leave that right attached to it because it's all right. And we're just going to do a little stenciling. And one of the prompts that is favorite color. So I'm going to be using, I think, purple. That's my favorite color. And I'm just going to use this one, Seedless Preserves Ranger Distress Oxide. And we're just going to put a little color down. Pull up my sleeves here. Over the entire page. So as I said, if you're seeing this video for the first time, it's just a series that I created. Like I said, just to have some fun, you know, collaging, you could do whatever you want. It doesn't have to be a collage. It could be an actual make. It could be a journal page, you know, just some prompts to kind of help getting you started and see what you can come up with. And the challenge is when you have a whole bunch of prompts and you got to put them all together to make something you know, kind of cohesive and make something pretty, you know. So it's fun. Very fun. A lot of fine little pieces in this stencil here. Don't want to tear it, so I'm trying to be somewhat a little bit gentle with it. And I'm just doing it all in the purple. I'm not worrying about, you know, mixing up and blending different colors, just for a background. Okay, let's reveal what we've got here. I think I got it all. Very pretty. Clean that up later. Okay, so that's a nice little background there. All right, so the next prompt I want to use is medallion. Okay, now for medallion, I got these little die cuts that kind of look like medallions. That was my first initial thought. And I have several die cuts already cut out. And I just kind of sit and cut these out randomly when I have scraps to kind of use up my scraps. But then I got to thinking, I found this. And this looks more like a medallion, right? It's a little metal finding. So I thought I would use that. But we're not going to use it alone, okay? I'm going to kind of be doing a little bit of layering. So when I grabbed these, it got me to thinking about a paper doily. So I thought about bringing in a paper doily, okay? And just along of one thing kind of leading to another. And when I pulled out my medallion, I found this little metal circle and it says happy birthday, okay? But I don't want to use the birthday side. We're just going to flip it over. And lo and behold, it fits almost perfectly in the middle of my paper doily, okay? So we're going to put that down there. And we're just going to do some building and see what we can come up with. I think it'll look nice. So we're going to put that down there. And then I thought this could go over the top. But to bring it even a little bit more interest, got me to thinking about these to kind of tone down the glare of that silver. Put that first and then that. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. I love it. All right, so that's what we're going to do, guys. You know, it's just, you have no idea what you're going to do sometimes, and you just start playing with your pieces. And before you know it, you know, you've got an idea. You're like, you know what? This works. This is what I'm going to do. Okay, so we're going to glue that down first. But this medallion, this metal medallion has a little circle right in the middle. And I thought, why don't we bring a stud of some sort into that? And I grabbed a couple pieces. I grabbed this beautiful, it's kind of like a nail. And I can clip off the stem if I decide to use it, but let me see how it looks. And then I also grabbed a brad. See, look at that. Isn't that pretty? I like that. But if I use the brad, then I don't have to get up and find a tool. So that's appealing as well. See, look at that. We're just going to go with that. Okay, I really like that one better, but I have to get up and I have to grab my tool case and such, and we're just going to skip that step. Okay, we're just going to keep it real simple. All right, so let's put that brad down, and I think that is lovely. All right, so I think I want to bring this up a little bit. Okay, so let's do that. Let's put this down next. I hope that glare isn't too much on you. We're going to cover that up right now. Hit it with a little bit of dabs of glue here and there. And I think I want it this way. And down we go. How about that? Kind of looks like a mirror, and that's really pretty. Ouch. Excuse me, I need to take a sip of my coffee. My throat's a little dry. Okay. All right, so the prompts are star, favorite color, medallion. I've got the medallion and I've got the favorite color. Now we need stars. Okay, now for that I thought, well, let's bring our focal image. These two things spoke to me. And these are just little cutouts out of a magazine. It's like it's a Buddha statue of some sort, and then this beautiful peacock. Isn't that gorgeous? So I'm not sure which one I want to use. I'm going to cut out both of them real quick and see which one looks better. I don't want all this background. But when I was going through my pieces, you know, they both kind of spoke to me. I was like, oh, but it's just a matter of which one looks better on the background. So let's kind of take a look. Okay, look at that. Isn't that pretty? And then the peacock. You just kind of clean that up just a little bit and get some straight edges here. And see which one I like better. Now, you are not limited to the prompts that are chosen, guys. If you need to include and bring in other pieces and elements, feel free to do so. It's just, like I said, just a little base just to kind of get you started, get those juices flowing. Work with elements that you don't normally wouldn't put together, and, you know, see what the outcome is. Because you never know when you get started, and just have a play. Kind of like that. But I really like that. I think that kind of goes with the vibe a little bit better, don't you, though? Yeah, I think we'll go with that. We'll just put that right there. I like it. Okay, and then the last prompt is star. And I had some little confetti stars, but I could not find them. It didn't look very hard, but I couldn't find them. So I have a purple pen to kind of go with the purple. And I have a lavender pen, but I don't think they'll show up very well against that stenciling. So I'm thinking I'm just going to draw some stars here and there. Gonna go with the purple vibe here. Put one up here. Make them different sizes. Let's see. That looks really pretty. I like that. A couple more little small ones. Yes, okay. Let's put that in my book now. And it's going to just fit right like that. There we go. It's a little crooked. Oh, it's stuck now. It's not going nowhere. Okay. How about that, guys? Let me pull it a little closer so you can see that. Look at that. That's really pretty. I'm pleased with it. Okay, so that is using the prompts: star, favorite color, and medallion. We just brought in a couple little extra elements and did some layering and some little this and that, and I think that came out really, really nice. I like it. Okay, let's just trim that off though, because that's going to bother me. Don't need that hanging over the edge. Okay, there we go, guys. I think that's going to be done. Hope you guys like that quick make today using a star, favorite color, and medallion. All right, before you guys leave, we got to roll the dice, see what we get for next week, okay? Got my bowl of prompts. I do not look, just roll the dice and we random pull that many prompts out. It's been a lot of fun. Got a whole bunch of different stuff in there. All right, clean that up. All right, shake it up and roll. Ooh, here we go, 5. You guys ready? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, see what we get. we have to use something stitched for next week. An animal. Time. Something that represents time. Oh, there was 2 in here, so I'm just going to throw 1 back in. Oh, wow. Umbrella. See? Always going to be one that's going to kind of throw you off. And feathers. Oh, that's not too bad. Okay, guys. How fun is that? That's what I've got for you. This week, it was star, medallion, and your favorite color. And that's what I came up with for today. And for next week, it's stitched, animal, time, umbrella, and feathers. All right, guys. Thank you so very much for stopping by my channel. Hope you guys liked the make today. As always, take care. God bless. And I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.